A man was kicked off of a Delta Airlines flight for wearing a hat. That's right, Make America Great Again. Of course it was. Let's take a look. All right, so an elderly gentleman was kicked off of an airplane, Delta Airlines to be specific, all because someone was offended because, of course, he was wearing a Make America Great Again hat. No, you can't make it up, folks. This is the world we're living in. I want to pull up this clip and take a look. It's a long one, so we're just going to skip through it just a little bit and take a look at the highlights. And by the way, Delta is facing some massive backlash for this, as they should. Let's take a look at what happened here as he's getting kicked off this plane.
Here's the captain. Is he still right there? The captain? He's still right there.
Sorry? Oh, that will be fine.
Just 1 second. He'll be right back.
Flight attendant kicks him
So
off. There
right
he is.
now, I've been asked to step off the plane because of my hat. Can you believe that? So now I'm waiting for the captain to have a word with me, and I'm flying Delta, and I went on there and sat down, and I haven't said a word to anybody. I haven't done anything. Don't take me off the plane. Touch.
So now he's going to go up. He's going to have a little chat with the captain. I want you to hear what the captain of this flight has to say. Play it.
Yeah, that's fine.
TSA covering Alpha 26. D copy, please.
She said he. So, there's been, let me put you in my perspective. I have to comply with the wishes of everybody, okay?
Oh, everybody.
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 Yeah,
What about
exactly.
my wishes?
Okay, so here's the deal. Safety
Now, it's pretty interesting to me that person's name is P. Lane, and they are the pilot of the plane, but I digress. All right, play it.
is my number one concern.
I ain't never broke a law in my life.
I understand. I
And I fly
understand.
my Sky Priority, and I fly Delta. I wouldn't
fine.
fly nothing else.
I hope you-
I haven't said nothing to nobody. Haven't touched nobody.
Let me explain, okay? I hope you write this up. I do.
You what?
I hope you write this whole thing up, okay? And what happened? Because Delta
Oh,
needs to resolve.
believe me, I'm videoing it.
No, I don't.
Oh no! I can video,
Now, let's
but
stop
I'm
it
being
right there.
quick.
Now, first of all, I can't tell, just as a side note, if this pilot, this captain, is a woman or a man. Wearing earrings, kind of a deeper voice. It sounds like a man, but the manicure on, I don't know. I can't figure it out. Can't figure it out. But he says, hey, or he, she, whatever says, I hope you write this up. And then when he says that he's filming this, the pilot puts his hands, her hands, whatever. I'm assuming maybe this is a woman. Woof. But puts the hands on the phone. And I'm just telling you, this guy may be owning Delta Airlines pretty soon. Because he says, I hope you blow this up. I hope you write this up. I hope you blow this up. The guy says, I'm filming this. And then the pilot goes ahead and puts his hands on there because doesn't want to be filmed. But that's what happened, okay? Kicked off the airplane for wearing a hat. Now, play the clip. Let's continue with what the pilot says further. Go a little bit.
Video, but I'm being quick here in front of people. But
Okay, you and I are going to stop this.
Is
Here's the
this
deal.
a Delta going to take me off the plane because of my hat?
Not because of your hat. It's because you're not complying with the instructions.
What's there to comply with?
My flight crew is in charge of safety.
Okay, and I'm doing something wrong.
So,
I've never done nothing wrong in my life.
No. If you can't comply with the simple instruction of removing the hat,
The lady next to me asked to take a picture of me, so I put it back on. She was taking pictures for her daughter, and the next thing you know, they come right back over there
I don't know
again.
all the specifics. I'm just saying, I'm giving you the option, okay? Either you keep the hat off and you follow the instructions of the flight attendants, because in the case of an emergency, how do I know, based on this simple little issue, that you would follow their instructions in an emergency?
Oh, I'd be glad to help with everything if there's an emergency.
Okay, so
You know.
help us all out.
But what I'm saying is, when I get back, is Delta's policy. Just because of my hat, I can be removed.
So here's the deal. I guess you spoke to this gentleman before. My understanding after the flight attendants is as soon as you left, his hat went back on.
because a lady was taking a picture of it, and another guy goes, man, I love that hat. So they said,
he's videotaping this. He's going to put it on YouTube. So
oh, I ain't gonna put nothing on the internet. I'm just making sure I'm protected, my rights. I don't fly nothing but Delta. I'm a Sky Priority. I fly all the time. I wore this hat to Vegas. I wore this hat to Salt Lake City. Ain't nobody said nothing. So now, if there's somebody on that plane that's got something on their head, or I don't like their shirt or their T-shirt, you gonna help them remove it for me?
Logical.
Well,
See what I'm saying? It just doesn't make sense to me. I ain't trying to. Don't let me hold the plane up. I mean, I'll hold the hat. But I'm going to address this when I get back, because I think my rights are being violated. Just don't say nothing bad.
well,
Do you think everything's been built back better?
not in your situation. I have denied passengers that says, for example, bitch one, bitch two, or a profanity T-shirt. They have to cover it up. So the wordings doesn't.
If this
take
had an F
offensive.
word on it, ma'am, I wouldn't even wear it in
I
public.
understand.
But-
I
Hey guys, we'll get back to the video in just a moment. When inflation jumps, you hear that the national debt is over $37 trillion. Do you ever think maybe now would be a good time to buy some gold? You should, whether as a hedge against inflation, peace of mind during global instability, or just for sensible diversification. Birch Gold Group believes every American should own physical gold, so they've created something special. If you're a first-time gold buyer, Birch Gold is offering a rebate of up to $10,000 in free metals on qualifying purchases. To claim eligibility and start the process, request an info kit right now. Text CHAD, I spell it Chad, to 989898. Plus, Birch Gold can help you roll an existing IRA or 401k into an IRA backed in physical gold. And you're still eligible for the rebate on free metals of up to $10,000. Birch Gold is the only precious metals company I trust, as do tens of thousands of their customers. So make that decision right now. If it's your first time to buy gold, take advantage of a rebate up to $10,000 when you buy by September 30th. Text my name, Chad, to 989898. Claim your eligibility and get a free info kit on how you can diversify your retirement backed by gold. Again, text Chad to 989898. All right. So it's outrageous, right? Because this is not how a free society is supposed to function. Certainly not how airlines should be treating their paying customers. Even if it is a political expression, I don't care how provocative or divisive you feel like it is, it's still expression. And the moment you let a, quote, complaint decide what people can or can't wear, you've ceded more control than we should ever allow. So, yeah, I mean, the airlines get to set the rules. There should be no violence or hateful threats or, no interference with the crew or safety, like they said. But a slogan on a hat is not those things unless it's something that's specifically or explicitly inciting violence. But think about this for a second. If someone genuinely felt offended, they can look the other way. Do you have to stop the plane for that? You can move seats. What you can't do is force others into silence by intimidation. Folks, we're headed that way, but right now we don't live in a world where the loudest, complainant writes the rules for everybody else. And even worse, this becomes censorship by proxy, because if someone objects and demands enforcement, the airline becomes the judge, jury, and executioner over what speech is allowed in the cabin. And that's exactly what's happening here. Perilous path, folks. So if it's a MAGA hat today, tomorrow it might be Black Lives Matter on a shirt or something else. I mean, who's to say what offensive means in practice? So to be real about this, removing someone because of complaints, I mean, that sort of smacks of cowardice to me, because the airline's avoiding conflict by silencing one person rather than mediating or explaining or even offering some compromise. So it's weak leadership corporately. And, passengers pay good money to travel. They deserve to be treated with some dignity, not dragged off a plane like a troublemaker for wearing a stinking hat. And, that said, I do want more clarity on this. I mean, what exactly was the airline's justification for this? Did they communicate the rule in advance? Were there precedents? I mean, did other passengers object? He said everybody, or she said, I don't know what that pilot was, doesn't matter. Is that removal consistent with their policy? Because that feels arbitrary to me. And I think transparency matters, or else we're going to be left with fear and self-censorship replacing free discourse. And to Delta or any other airline out there, if you carry people, you're not allowed to mute people. And if you truly value safety and comfort, don't erode the foundation of expression and debate in this country. And if you start booting people off for their politics, you're not enforcing rules, you're enforcing silence. And that is never acceptable. So it's going to be interesting to see how this turns out, and we'll be keeping up with it and keep you posted. All right, subscribe to the Chad Prather Show. Click like down below. Share this if you agree with me, and leave us a 5-star rating over on Apple Podcasts or on Spotify. And join the Chad Prather Show Monday through Thursday, 11:10 Central in the morning, and before the noise at 7 a.m. Central. I love you guys. God bless you. Be careful what you wear on the plane, and don't forget, pick up my book, Born for Meaning. Maybe they'll kick you off for reading this thing. Go grab a copy at Amazon. It's a bestseller, baby. Go get it. You need it. It'll help you. I'll talk to you later. Bye.